Will Hopper make it back from Russia? How is Elle going to cope now she's powerless? Will the lives of our favorite teens ever be the same? Or are things going to get a lot worse in Stranger Things 4? What's going to happen in Season 4? Ever since the teaser trailer that Netflix dropped, everyone is scratching their heads trying to figure out how on earth Hopper managed to survive. We can assume that Hopper leaped from Hawkins to Kamchatka using the opening between worlds. He was caught by the Russians, so that means he somehow ended up in the Upside Down. How is he going to get away from them, and will he be dealing with the Demigorgon directly at any point? 11 and the Byers made an emotional exit from Hawkins last season, and let's be honest, I think we all shed a tear or two. Even though 11 and Mike vocalized the fact that they would visit often, how often will they actually be seeing each other? If they are only around for the holidays, that doesn't seem like enough time. When it comes to the Upside Down, Will and 11 are both drastically important because of their connection to it. We're banking on the next season being based around Christmas, since that's a holiday where everyone will be together in Hawkins. We're not mad about it. After all, Christmas lights were kind of important back in Season 1. Will has been connected to the Mind Flayer since the early days of the series. We know for sure that the creature is still alive, even though we were so hopeful he'd been destroyed. He's still out there, but he's trapped in the Upside Down. He is probably more annoyed than ever and has been plotting revenge on Hawkins. It is evil, after all. Twice now, the Mind Flayer has tried to inhabit human bodies to get his way, and in both instances, he failed. Maybe moving forward, he'll possess the body of a Russian instead of teenagers from Hawkins. We wouldn't mind that so much. The opportunities with the Mind Flayer are endless, but what about the Demigorgon? The Russians captured one, and we can only assume that they did so after successfully opening the portal to the Upside Down in Kamchatka. It's unclear if the Russians found their Demigorgon as an adult and learned how to tame him, or if they raised it from infancy to create some sort of bond. Either way, it's not good news at all for the rest of the world. Since Hopper is there, could he try and derail their plans and save the day? That could open up some interesting storylines for our favorite dad. After all, Hop is known for stepping in when he's needed. He doesn't have to be in Hawkins to do that. He's saved 11 on more than one occasion and given her a home, so he's not about to stand by and let anything potentially hurt his daughter, even if he's not there. 11 escaped the Department of Energy, but she wasn't the only one in her position to do so. 8 did the same. While we know that 11 has telekinetic powers, 8's powers are quite different. She can cast illusions and become fully invisible. She also has the power of clairvoyance. 11 and 8 might not be the only two experiments to have escaped. This is something that hasn't been fully explored yet in the series, so the Duffer Brothers might have been saving it until now. According to What's on Netflix, Sean Levy revealed, "I think we've clearly implied that there are other numbers, and I can't imagine that the world will only ever know 11 and 8. We also now know that Dr. Brenner, aka Elle's papa, and the awful scientist in charge of the terrible experiments, is alive. Director Sean Levy confirmed that Brenner is out there, so don't be surprised if he pops up somewhere in Season 4 as a major antagonist. There's nothing Elle is more scared of." Mike and 11's relationship isn't the only one that hangs in the balance either. What about Nancy and Jonathan? Long-distance relationships are never easy. Both people involved end up missing each other so much that they sometimes decide to throw in the towel and totally give up. Plus, things haven't always been sunshine and roses between these two in the first place, so it could be a rocky road ahead. Actress Natalia Dyer is keeping tight-lipped on what the next season holds. She told Digital Spy, "I can't say a lot, except that it's going to be a while before it comes out, but it will definitely be worth it." She wasn't too helpful with any major hints or clues, but her positive opinion on the upcoming season speaks volumes. Of course, there's something else going on in Elle's life that's rocking her world, besides leaving her boyfriend behind. At the end of Season 3, it looked like Elle lost her powers. The big question is, will she get them back? We're keeping our fingers crossed that her abilities will return and that she will be exactly the same as she was before, if not even stronger. If she doesn't have her powers, it's clear that she isn't going to be emotionally okay. We saw her struggle when she wasn't able to use telekinesis anymore, and it caused her to break down. We don't want to see this continue to negatively impact her anymore. We're hoping to see her powers return as soon as possible. Then there's the small matter of Max. Now that Billy has gone, will she be able to cope? She wasn't too close with her brother, but that doesn't mean that losing him isn't still an extremely painful thing for her to go through. We're curious to see how she is going to handle the loss and how her grieving process is going to go. Tragedy can make people do crazy, reckless things. As well as all this action, there are going to be more new teenagers joining the cast. Starcourt Mall will be coming back, and Will and his family will be moving to a new home. This could get more exciting. When will it be released? We are all curious to know when we will be able to finally watch the 4th season of this amazingly intense and exciting TV show. As of right now, we know that the entire script for the 4th season was completed back in mid-June, and that production will begin in December 2020. When filming on season 4 first started, it was at the start of the year. If this pandemic hadn't happened, they would have been able to finish filming in August. Instead, we've just got to wait. Before production halted in March due to COVID-19, 2 episodes got filmed. If only they'd been able to squeeze in the rest earlier on. No one knew that Hollywood sets for movies and TV shows were all going to be so abruptly shut down. Gaten Matarazzo, the actor who plays Dustin Henderson, revealed on a Twitch livestream that the season's finale has started production on October 31st. Curious to know where filming is taking place for this season of the show? The cast and crew are making it happen in New Mexico. Another super famous teenage-centered franchise was filmed there also. We're talking about High School Musical, but these projects are just a teensy bit different. Director Shawn Levy talked about the time it's taken to actually bring the 4th season to life with Collider, saying, "I'll just say the pandemic definitely massively delayed shooting, and therefore the launch of our current season 4, date still TBD. But it impacted very positively by allowing the Duffer Brothers, for the first time ever, to write the entire season before we shoot it, and to have time to rewrite in a way that they rarely had before, so the quality of these screenplays are exceptional, maybe better than ever. So maybe all of this delayed time was actually worthwhile. It's possible that due to the production hiatus, this season will turn out to be 1,000 times better than it would have been before." Which actors will we see? Back in June, we saw that the majority of the main cast was listed to return for season 4, including Winona Ryder, Finn Wolfhard, Millie Bobby Brown, Gaten Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, Noah Schnapp, and Sadie Sink. Darcy Montgomery was not listed, but since his character died in season 3, that was to be expected. Of course, we know from the trailers that David Harbour will be returning as Hopper too. Although it seemed close for a minute there. Those who watched the teaser trailer know that Tom Vlashiva will be in season 4, and so will Priya Ferguson, who has been confirmed as a regular after she totally rocked the character of Erica Sinclair in season 3. In April of this year, we found out that Nicola Derishko is going to be included in the 4th season also, and so will Joel Stouffer from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Based on the cast alone, this season is shaping up to be an excellent one. Will season 4 be the last season? No one wants season 4 to be the end of this mega successful TV show because it seems like there is so much more to explore. Season 4 is going to be great, but we're all praying it won't be the last we'll see of Hawkins' finest. Stunt coordinator Hiro Koda talked about the 4th season, saying, "It's going to be epic. There's lots of great surprises, and all your favorite people are in it. It's going to be so good. It's so epic. I've gotten to read through almost 8 scripts now. It's pretty awesome. I don't know how many we're going to get." He used the words epic and awesome, folks. Our expectations have just gone up several notches. David Harbour made us more stoked for season 4 when he said, "I know specifically that in season 4 we will give you a big, huge reveal about Hopper's backstory. We need to find out what makes Jim Hopper tick, so the fact that David revealed that is incredible. As far as if there will be a 5th season or not, we don't know yet for sure. In regards to future seasons beyond this one, Shawn Levy said, I will say we have a good sense of stuff that happens in season 4. There's very much the possibility of a season beyond that one. That's currently undecided. And what I would just say is part of the chaos and fun of this particular show is that while the Duffers and the writer's room and we producers outline the entire season, the Duffers really use the writing process to revisit, reassess, and question all of their prior assumptions. The Duffer Brothers, who both created Stranger Things, both had something to say at the potential of a 5th season to E! News. Ross said, "We don't actually know. I think, 4 to 5 seasons is likely where we'll end up, but who knows? None of this is official and we know where we want to go. We're still trying to figure out how long it'll take to get there, so we'll see." Matt said, "It's hard, like 4 seasons seems short, 5 seems long, so I don't know what to do." We know what they should do. They should make sure a 5th season happens, as well as a 6th, 7th, and so on. What do you think will happen with the Mind Flayer? Which actor or actress are you most excited to see back on the screen? Let us know in the comments below.